Another day, another wonderful Malayalam film. Well, almost. Hi guys, this is Farhad and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. If you are new to this channel, then please smash that subscribe button now. And today, the Malayalam film that we are going to be talking about is the film called Abraham Ozler, which is now streaming on Disney Plus Hotstar. This was one of the recommendations that I had got in Jan, but unfortunately the film hadn't released here and I had to wait for a very long time for its OTT release, and I finally got myself watching the film. How is the film? Stay tuned to find out. But as I said earlier, if you're new to this channel, please smash that subscribe now. Subscribe the channel now. Like the video. You know, place a comment, do anything that helps a small creator like me. So let's get started. So coming to the story and screenplay, Abraham Ozler is essentially a story of a depressed cop who has to investigate a string of grisly murders that take place. And does he get to the eventual culprit is what forms the crux of the film. Now, the story here isn't very novel. I mean, even from the premise point of view, there would be a dozen other films that would resemble the plot. But here again, it is the treatment that shines for most parts of its runtime. It is engaging, it is thrilling, but there's a huge but here as well. It tapers towards the end, and that is unfortunately the story of Abraham Osler. It shows promise, it is engaging, but slightly tapers off at the end. The screenplay standing at 140 minutes is indeed engaging, but I couldn't help but think that it was 20 minutes too long, and that had got to do with the extended flashback that took place at the end of the film, and that kind of I wouldn't say derailed it, but definitely diluted the impact of the drama. Now, the drama here starts on a good note where you are acquainted with the character of the protagonist and why he undergoes depression and what happened eventually to his family, what happened there, and how does he land up with the case. All of these, the string of sequences that are there, they set the ball rolling for the drama to follow. Now the drama here is exciting when the investigation starts. There is a murder that takes place in a hospital, and after a while there's another murder that takes place. So if you are into the serial killer things like I am, I enjoy my serial killer thrillers. You are going to enjoy this drama as well, particularly when the investigation is on. And when the investigation is on, there are multiple threads that are opened up, and it branches out into different directions before slowly getting to the zeroing down on what happened and exactly who the culprit is. And I think that is where the drama eventually scores, leading up to the revelation, I would say, and that comprises of almost, you can say, two-thirds of the drama, or little more than two-thirds of the drama. But I would like to also say that that is there, the final 30 minutes I felt were a little bit not needed, let's put it that way. It wasn't entirely needed to spoon feed the audience on what sequence of events did take place eventually, and what was the motive. All of that was there, that could have just been showcased in almost like a 10-minute period at max. 10-minute period at max. This was almost a 20-25 minute period that was there. That was, I just felt that it just squeezed out all the tension from the drama right at the end. When you had things in your hand, you just let it go. The grip just loosened at the end, and I think that is something that was my feedback. Another alternate to that could have also been that if you did not want to, if you wanted to actually show an extravagant sort of a flashback leading to the revelation, the screenplay structure could have also been changed. There could have been two parallel timelines that could have unfolded together without the audience knowing what the connection between the two is, and eventually they could have joined at a certain point in the timeline that is there, and that is something that could also have been an alternate way of showcasing the story, as opposed to giving a detailed flashback. I had a problem with being detailed, nothing. So it could have just been like a little flash and a little context to how things went about things, and after that, directly it could have ended up with the revelation. A little, setup at the end also reveals that it can be a turn into a franchise. So I think that is a good move, definitely from my side. I think the screenplay was still engaging. I will still give it to the screenplay. It was engaging, could have been a little better. Now, coming to the technical aspects, the dialogues, the music, and the direction, I felt the dialogues are pretty well written and they maintain the intensity of the drama that is there. The music is good as well, but even better is the BGM. I think the BGM, the blaring BGM, is outstanding here, and it definitely makes his presence felt, also heightening the drama at certain places as well. Cinematography captures some stunning frames and creates that ambience of intrigue in the minds of the viewers simply with the surroundings, or even the costume department creating an attire for the one who is suspected with the hoodie, the black hoodie, and the mask. I think all of that created a nice little ambience that was there, which was engaging to watch as well. The editing was good, apart from the final 30 minutes. I think it let it stray a little too long, is what I felt. Director Midun, I think he did a good job here. Midun, if you remember, is that same director who directed Anjam Patira. It was one of my favorite serial killer films from the year 2020, I think. It was 2020 during the first lockdown, if I'm not wrong. I can be wrong, so please correct me. Please feel free to correct me there. But I watched it on OTT, and I really like the direction here as well. I think he showed some good amount of grit and maintained grip on the narrative up to the final 30 minutes. As I said, the grip was just about losing there at the end. Other than that, I think the direction is pretty decent, pretty good. The performances, I felt performances are good as well, by the ensemble cast. I really like Mammootty here. It was a surprise. But a part of me also felt that Mammootty may have been miscast, although he did a fabulous job here. Please don't get me wrong. My only concern with this being a Mammootty film is that you would probably, I don't know whether he was used in the marketing campaign or not, and someone from my Digi family can, tell me in the comment section whether Mammootty was, did you know that Mammootty was in the film before venturing into the film when you watched it in the theater? But if that was the case, then a part of you would know that the mystery is leading up to him, right? So that could have been a spoiler, and only for that regard I felt it may have been a little bit of a miscast. I don't know. I watched it on OTT and I found it fairly good. I mean, his cameo was good, and I can totally imagine if the audience weren't aware of it, they would erupt in the stands. And I think that was something that may have been the intention. I don't know. Let me know. Other than that, other actors, Anaswara or even Arya Salim, Senthil Krishna, all of them make their presence well. Even Jagdish was pretty good. Jayaram, I think, was pretty impressive as well. Although I think also I felt that Jayaram did not completely make this character his own. I mean, I could have totally imagined somebody like Suresh Gopi playing this character and playing it effectively. And I just my thoughts. So he was good in the film, don't get me wrong. Again, he was good in the film, but the character wasn't distinct to only him. I couldn't imagine only him playing this role, is what I meant, but he did a good job. Overall, I felt that Abraham Ozler is a good, engaging thriller, but it could have been better. It may not be of the standard that with the films that followed after that, with Atom or with Brahm Yugam, Premalu, or even Manjumal Boys, who's doing fabulously still at the box office. It's a little lesser product as compared to these films, but it's still an engaging watch, decent one-time watch, I would say, and it's available on Disney Plus Hotstar. So, if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Let me know in the comments on what did you make of the film Abraham Ozler. I would love to have a discussion with you online. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share this video with your friends and family. If you'd like to read my full review of Abraham Ozler on my site, Popcorn Reviews, along with the rating, it's in the description box below. So do visit on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S. Also follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is present on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, and on my social media handles. I'll see you again very soon with another video. Till then, take care of yourselves, and thank you so much for your love and support. Cheers.